Hey guys, hey everybody, welcome to my channel again. It's Blissful Creations and I am Queen Bliss. Okay, now before we get started, because there's some things that I really want to talk about today, but before I do that, I just need to know, how are you all doing? I hope everyone, every last one of you are, at least staying above surface, got your head at least above the water. I mean, as long as you got your head above the water and you're surviving, even if it's barely surviving, that's all that matters. Okay, so it's a few things that I really want to talk about today. Starting with Black Lives Matter. Yep, that's right, Black Lives Matter. No, they don't. In all actuality, Black lives do not matter. And I know a lot of y'all probably hate me for saying this, but let me tell you why Black lives don't matter. I'm not going to say that they don't matter, but we're not just going to say only Black lives matter, because of course all lives matter. But what's bigger than just Black lives matter is what in the world is going on today. Y'all, this is 2020. We got hangings, riots, protesters, looters, all of the differences with the politics. It's so much going on. But the question is why? Why is all of this shit happening? Why are we going through the things that we're going through? I mean, at this point, first things first, you have to remember, spirituality overrules everything. It overrules everything. Like, that's as real as it gets. I mean, everything you go through or that you experience in the physical world, please understand that there is a very thorough explanation for why you're experiencing that in the spiritual world. Whatever happens to you physically, there's explanation in the spiritual world. A thorough one that you will understand clearly. Okay, so back to what I was saying as far as the riots, the hangings and whatnot. All of this is happening for spiritual reasons. I don't know if y'all realize it or not. Everything is happening for spiritual reasons. This entire agenda, or should I say, everything that's going on, this was an entire agenda. It was an entire agenda that does not have to be a part of our reality, you guys. All of this fear and whatnot that everyone is living in, it does not have to be a part of our reality. Only if you make it, only if you allow it to be a part of your reality. Now the question is, why is all of this happening? Like, why did it even originate? I mean, can anybody tell me why we're experiencing what we're experiencing today? Why is so much devastation and depression, sadness, sorrow, hate, anger, death in the air today? I'll tell you why. Because as I was just saying, everything that happens in the physical world, there is a very clear and thorough spiritual explanation for each and every last one of us. Yes, including you. You that's looking directly in this screen back at me. Everything that we go through in life, it has a very spiritual explanation behind it. But it's one thing, I don't want y'all to get religion confused with spirituality. Those are two completely different things. Okay? Now keep in mind, there is truth in the Bible, but how could I say this? There's truth in the Bible, but the way it's presented to us is false. It's falsely, there's a lot of, how should I say, truth is in the Bible, but the way it's presented to us is presented falsely, if you understand what I'm saying. For example, let me give you an example, okay? Let's go to, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the Bible, and I want y'all to keep in mind, I am not a religious person. I don't believe in religion. I don't go to church. I am spiritual, wholeheartedly spiritual, and yeah, y'all probably gonna get a lot of backlash for that, but I feel like at this point in life, everybody needs to be spiritual, at least spiritually awoke. Okay, so let's do this. I'm not sure if you all ever heard of, well, let's not even say heard of, in the Bible, Acts chapter 7, verses 6 and 7. And I don't want y'all to go off my word. Please, whatever y'all do, y'all don't have to go off my word. I would much rather you all just, go see for yourself. Real shit. Go see for yourself. Acts chapter 7, verses 6 and 7, it pretty much explains the Most High, our Creator. He goes to tell Moses, I believe it's Moses. He explains to him, he says, my seed will sojourn in a foreign land for 400 years. My seed will be brought into a foreign land and held bondage, if I'm saying it right, and entreated evil for 400 years. And then he goes to say, and at that time, I will return, and my seed, my children, will serve me in this place. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what the fuck does that have to do with what's going on in the world today? I'll tell you. Well, first off, let's look at the timing. He said, my seed will be brought to a foreign land and entreated evil for 400 years. Now, let's be realistic. The only type of form of slavery that would have lasted for that exact time frame of 400 years would have been the African American slaves that was brought into America. The question is, when did the African American slavery begin? The year 1619, right? It was the year 1619 was when African American slavery began. Okay, now we cannot go back and say, oh, well, I mean, because we had slavery way prior to that. Slavery did exist way prior to that, way prior to the year 1619. Back in ancient times, the Egyptians, they had Hebrew slaves. I mean, that's not the point. I'm looking at the time framing of it. We are now in the year 2020, and where the fuck did the year go? Because it's halfway over with already. It's already halfway gone. Okay? Now, he did say, now after that 400 years, that his seed or his children will come and serve him in this place. Who do you think he was referring to? And no, again, this has nothing to do with race. Black, white, blue, purple, pink. It has nothing to do with it. Now, I want you to pay attention to what's going on in the world today. And when he says, my children will come serve me in this place. I don't know if y'all realize, but a lot of people are waking up spiritually. Even you wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't. And it's okay. Understand that is a blessing to be able to look. And it's a blessing to use this right here. Do you know what this is? I know a lot of y'all do. But it's a blessing to be able to see out of this, your third eye, rather than just these two. Because this only sees the surface. But this third eye sees what's beneath the surface. Now, I don't know if y'all realize, going back to what I was just explaining, now, a lot of our people been waking up. I don't know if y'all realize over the past few years, this part I am referring to black people, a lot of our sisters have been going natural. over the past several years. More natural than we've been since probably the 70s. Real shit. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful ass fros. I see a lot of my sisters rocking their braids and they twists and whatnot. I'm definitely one of them. And it's because we're tapping into our higher selves and don't even realize it. The same thing with the gas. Why all of a sudden everybody over the last several years wanted to become dreadheads? All of our young black men want to wear dreads. And if you ask me, it's just history repeats itself, bro. It do. It's like motherfuckers are tuning in again. And we even got beard gang. A lot of our black men over the past few years are all of a sudden claiming beard gang. They want to, wear their whole beard out. Why is that? Do you not see how any of this correlates spiritually? That we are slowly coming back. He said, and his children will come and serve him in this place. It seems like we're going back to our original roots, if you ask me. Okay, now, besides us going back to our original roots, like I said, in Acts chapter 7, verses 6 and 7, he explains how we're going to basically suffer in this foreign land for 400 years and being treated evil. And he's going to judge the nation that treats us evil and that had treated us evil. And, sorry, my mind just went blank. Okay, so, my mind just went blank. Don't you hate when that happens? I got so much that I want to talk to y'all about. I'm going to get it out. I'm going to get it out today because I've been wanting to do this for the longest. And I finally worked up the courage because I'm a really shy and closed person. I stay to myself, But to my first time talking to the world, I actually feel so relieved. And I hope you guys really get this message. Now, as I was saying, I apologize. Other than him explaining, the 400 years of being treated evil, that we were going to come serve him in this place. A lot of us are waking up. 2020 has opened the door for so many people. It doesn't make sense. Everybody is jumping on the bandwagon, bro. I've heard more people this year alone than I've heard in my entire life. Talk about opening or running their own business. Hello. We waking up. We're waking up. We're breaking from the system. And when I say the system, I'm talking about this entire agenda, what we're currently going through now. When I say the system, I'm talking about the public schools. I understand y'all feel, but no, we need our education. Yeah, we need our education, but we need to be much more spiritually educated before we decide to receive any other education first. That way we know all truth and what's healthy for us to receive, what's beneficial for us to receive, and what's not, what's a waste of time. A lot of people are breaking away from the system. And I'm not talking about black people. Yeah, those two, and I'm proud. I'm going to be honest, I'm fucking proud. It warms my soul that our black people waking up. But a lot of people everywhere I'm seeing. I'm not a big fan of social media, but when I do go, I'm seeing people how to start this business, how to do this virtual business online. And it's like, yeah, I love it. I ain't heard none. Well, let me take that back. I heard a few sleep motherfuckers. I'm tired of y'all snoring. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. Y'all snoring too hard. It's time to wake up. I heard not a lot of people. I heard a few people. Yeah, I'm going to put in an application here. I'm going to try to put in an application there. If you want to work, be my fucking guest. But I urge you all at this point to live your fucking dream, man. Real shit. You ever wonder, well, why am I here? I'm going through all of this. It's such a struggle. I hate it. Why did you even put me here? What is my purpose? And I'm going to always say your purpose is whatever it is that you fantasize about. Whatever it is that makes you happy. Whatever it is that makes you smile. That's your purpose. It's time. 2020, we are living in a matrix. Right now, it's a fucking matrix that we living in, bro. We got people that's dying back to back, and people that's waking up on a whole new spiritual level. I just laid my little brother to rest just 2 days ago. And I'm like, man, I would have never thought. Like, we are living in a matrix, and those of you who choose to sleep and stay asleep, you're gonna get swallowed up in this matrix, bro. And we don't want that. Because if you get swallowed up in this matrix and you didn't complete your purpose, guess what? You're gonna come your ass back. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, you're gonna come back if you don't get it right. So tune in to your higher self and, like, real shit, make your dreams come true, man. Fuck what people think. Fuck if people think that it's fucking hilarious or it don't make no sense. If you want to build the motherfucking popcorn machine 3000, build that motherfucker. Fuck what everybody thinks, because worrying about what people think is only going to fucking hinder you. It's only going to make you procrastinate even more and push you further away from your purpose. Your what you daydream and fantasize about, it's your purpose. Oh, my son came to visit me and I'm out here. Come here, Mari, say hey. I'm talking to the world right now. I'm not on live. I'm just talking to the world. I ain't uploaded it yet, but we finna upload it. Come and say hey. Why you got a leaf in your head? Come around this way, because I don't want time. And here come my son just out the blue. I don't know where we found him at. Or he just come out of nowhere. He just kind of threw me off.
I'm bad.
No, it's okay. Give me 1 second, baby. Just give me 1 split second. So, anywho, sorry about that. You guys, my son just basically came and asked if his cousins could come stay tonight. Of course, it's yes. Now's the time for everybody to be bonding and loving each other for real. If you haven't been doing it, definitely tune in and do so. But now there were before he threw me off, I can't really remember what I was just talking about. Oh yeah, tuning into your higher self and completing your purpose here in life. You got some. And if you don't know how to do that, start off with meditation. There is not a day that goes by that I do not meditate. Every morning I wake up and meditate. Do you see where I'm at now? I'm actually behind my house off of a bike trail and no one's ever here. It's just me. And I love it because it's so peaceful and I can connect with the divine so much more easier. Find yourself. Talk to your higher self. And trust me, for you, those of you who have not been meditating, it is going to feel at the beginning like you're forcing it. And you may want to give up. Like, you know what? I feel like I'm forcing it. I'm just not going to. No. Continue to do it. And it'll become more and more. It's going to become an addiction. And you'll see your life change significantly. Okay? Other than that, I also wanted to mention, because I covered Acts chapter 7, verses 6 and 7. I also wanted to tune in or tap in with everything that's going on in the world today. The riots, the protesting, people getting hung. I want y'all to understand what is going on. There is a war. And the war is because of an agenda that they're trying to push and that we've been living in. We've been a part of this agenda since we came out the womb. Whether you want to believe it or not, very few of us have not been a part of this agenda. When I say if you ever filled out a job application and had a 9 to 5 or worked the third shift, you went to school, public school, private school, college, it does not matter. If you feel like a robot, it's mental slavery, bro. Like XXX Tentacion, he said it better than anyone could have said it. He said slavery has come in the form of technology. It has come in the form of technology. A lot of people is like knee deep into their phones. They all on social media, not doing nothing with their life. They lost a lot of feelings and emotions due to being glued and attached to this social media shit. Y'all gotta learn how to let that go. But I want to get into Acts, what was it? Acts chapter 5, verse 30. And I want y'all to look at the King James Version. No, I'm not trying to spit any religion to y'all. Like I said, I do not believe in religion. Like I said, there is truth in the Bible, but how it is presented to us, we are deceived. It's a deception. It's falsely presented to us. Now, like I said, don't take my word for anything. I want you to do this yourself. I want you, everybody got a phone. I'm quite sure you probably watching me right now, either off your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever it is, you have access to the internet. If you have access to the internet, or even if you have a Bible on hand, I want you to look up Acts chapter 5, verse 30. And I want you to go to a holy Bible, any Bible, and make sure whatever you do, you pull up the King James Version and you compare it. And you tell me what truth lies in that. Now, for those of you who don't know what Acts chapter 5, verse 30 states, I believe it was one of the disciples referring to our Messiah, and I'm not going to call him Jesus Christ because that is not his name, and I know that's going to make a lot of you angry, but oh well, it's truth. It's truth, you guys. He wants us to know, our Creator wants us to know the truth. It's just that simple. He wants us to know the truth. And in Acts chapter 5, verse 30, they say, I believe it was one of the disciples, and if I'm not mistaken, it was Paul. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know it was one of the disciples. I believe he was speaking to the Roman Catholics, or the people of the Roman Catholics, and he said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for listening to man rather than, quote unquote, Jesus Christ, whom you slew and hung from a tree. Wait, let me tune in. Wait. I gotta get up and talk now. I'm sorry. He said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for listening to a man rather than Jesus, quote unquote, Jesus Christ, whom you slew and hang from a tree. Okay? So, first and foremost, wait. And we're not going to get on this topic. We can talk about that another time. We're going to talk about that another time on what our Messiah's true name is. But it's not Jesus Christ, especially if the letter J was only created 600 years ago. And no, we're not taking and putting anything in the context. It doesn't work like that. He said what he said, and he gave it to us how the fuck he gave it to us. Y'all need to quit taking shit and trying to twist it and turn it. Take it for how the fuck it's given to you. And you know what I'm saying? And see the truth. Now, my thing is, when he said, whom you slew and hung from a tree, that's what got me. That's what got me. Because, let's do this. Now, this is what I mean when I say the Bible delivers us. The Bible has truth in it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to stay in the sun. The Bible has truth in it, but it's falsely presented to us. Now, let me explain to you. Please, listen to me, y'all. I'm not trying to preach. I just want y'all to wake up, y'all. I don't know y'all, but I got so much love caked up in me, and I'm just ready to share it. And I'm ready to see my people wake up. And when I say my people, I'm not just talking about my black people. I'm talking about all my beautiful kings and queens out there. All of you guys. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if you pink with fucking purple polka dots. I'm talking about you too. So, now, let's get into like I said, it has truth, but it's presented falsely. So, now if you go to the regular Holy Bible or any other Bible outside of the King James Version, it says something similar. It says, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for listening to man rather than listen to, quote unquote, Jesus Christ, whom you slew and hung on a stake, whom you slew and nailed on a cross. Now, Let's look at the reality of it. The reality is, which one makes more sense? How often do we hang motherfuckers on stakes? Like, I ain't gonna say we. How often do we hear about people getting hung on a stake? How often do we hear about people getting hung from a fucking cross? Understand the cross symbol it's pagan. And I know a lot of my religious sisters and brothers is gonna be pissed off. Trust me, I was pissed off too when I found out the truth. I'm like, hell no. I ain't learned all of this shit and been going to church just to find out this, but it was a blessing. It was a blessing when I found out the truth. Because when you want to be more realistic, how often have we heard of people getting hung on trees? Now let's go back. Wait. Hear me out. Let's go back to Acts chapter 7, verse 6 and 7, where he explains his children, where they're going to be, what's going to happen to them, and how long it's going to happen to them. Now, mind you, like I said, the African American slaves, we were brought to America, right? You want to tell me that I'm tweaking? Because I find it extremely coincidental that those same black people were hung on fucking trees like our true Messiah. And I know a lot of y'all like, man, now fuck that. I read that in the Bible. That's the Bible don't lie. Yes, it do. It has truth in it. There's a lot of truth. But he said, ask, seek, and you shall find. I didn't just wake up one day and know all of this. When I was younger, a few years back, I can't tell you how many churches. I've been to fucking Seventh-day Adventist church. My mother's side of the family was Catholic. My father's side was Christian. You know, so I was always tugged back and forth until I began to find out what the truth is. And the truth is spirituality. For those of you that don't know. So when I say what happens in the physical world, there's an explanation, a thorough, clear explanation in the spiritual world. Okay? So keep in mind, right now, all of this shit that's going on is false. Understand that they are lying to us. We don't know if it's wholeheartedly the truth just because we see it on the news. Wake up. Come on. Look, first off, they just tried to kill us. All us. They tried to kill all us. And we still gonna believe what the fuck these motherfuckers tell us? I don't give a fuck what's on social media, what's on TV. I don't want to... It's no longer a part of my reality, and it don't got to be a part of your reality neither. It don't. I'm dead ass. It does not. Put it like this. 2020 started, right? 2020 started, and we started off with the war, and then it went to Kobe dying. That devastated the world. And for those of us who woke, we know what the fuck really went on with Kobe dying. You know what I'm saying? It went from Kobe dying to the motherfucking pandemic, coronavirus. Rona was around here killing every damn body. After the coronavirus, we go into, every time it dies down, they have to stir us back up. They have to keep us in fear, worked up and fucking angry in order to control us. But if we don't make it a part of our reality, then who are they controlling? My thing is, we can all get it right so where we don't never have to experience the reincarnation again. And I'm telling you this now. Start making changes. It's not too late. I don't give a fuck if you did the most fucked up shit. Start off with fucking forgiving yourself. Ask our Creator for forgiveness and move forward. Ascend, bro. Ascend. Okay, so I don't want to keep you guys because I've been talking for about 30 minutes. But there's just so many things that I really needed to express. I mean, do you guys see me out here? Look at me. Okay, look. My feet is in the grass. Do you know why? That's nature. I'm connecting, bro. Connecting with the fucking divine, and I love it. And I'm back here by myself. Me and the Most High. Me and our true Creator. And he told me, he said, now's the time for you to say something. You've always had this type of stuff on your mind. The world always thought you was crazy. Now's the time to speak. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not from here. I'm not from this place. This place is filled with hatred and devastation. Spiritually, where I'm from, it's pure love. It's pure love, peace, harmony. So, going back to what I said at the beginning, does Black Lives Matter? No. All lives matter. I love all of y'all. I actually wish I could hear what y'all got to say. And as far as my religious people, I just ask that y'all please take just a moment to look into the spiritual side of things. And I don't know if it's me, but I notice a lot of religious people, they're always up for debate. They're always ready for an argument. How can you be ready for any of that if you believe in love? You know what I'm saying? It ain't about a battle. It ain't about who's right and who's wrong. It's about the truth. And for my religious people, I really need y'all to cut it out with all that debating and going back. You want to be saved? Do you want to see Jesus Christ? Hell no. I don't want to be saved by Jesus Christ, and I don't plan on going to go see him. Not Jesus Christ, I don't. So I really need y'all to wake up. Next time you do go to church, ask your fucking preacher or your pastor. Hey, if the letter J was only created 600 years ago, why are we calling him Jesus Christ? Who was he prior to that? I don't give a fuck how anyone puts it. You cannot fucking do that. That's wrong. That's like saying, my son, his name is Demarion. But because you speak a different language or whatever, you feel that it's okay to call him DeMario. No, his name is still Demarion. Period. And it's the same thing with our creator. Now, if you want to, I'm going to do another video on what his name truly is. And no, don't nobody got to search and look through no Bibles and all of that other stuff, because he said, seek, ask, and you'll be given. And all I'm saying is, in this next video that I make, we gonna get down to the bottom of that. I talk too much, y'all. I really want to talk to y'all fucking forever. But again, look, please let me know what y'all think in the comments below, or a comment down below. I'm sorry. I'm just like really geeked. Like the sun is like shining and it feels so beautiful outside. I love the fucking grass like on my feet right now. But y'all get in tune. Tell me what y'all think about what's going on in the world today. How many of y'all are having spiritual awakenings? How many of y'all are seeing things clearer than you ever seen it before? So, hop in the comments. Let's discuss this. I mean, subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up button. And I hope that you guys tune back in so we can go further, because it's so much stuff that I want to tune in with the outside world. I just think it's time for us to connect. I love all of you all, and I ask that you guys continue to spread peace, love, and positive energy. And I will definitely get back in soon. All right. I love you guys.